Hey, this is Pat Para, and in this video we're going to talk about how to prepare for a rap battle. We're going to talk about the number one thing you want to avoid if you're going to do a rap battle. We're going to talk about how to prepare for the different types of rap battles there are. And at the end, I want to give you a cool way you can use Google to help you with preparing for a rap battle. First, I want to talk about my experience with battles. I've been in a couple kind of more professional battles. One was at my school, and it was like a $500 prize. It was at UC Berkeley, and it was like pretty big battles. Like all the best rappers were there, and they had a big stage, big performance and everything. I ended up getting second place in that rap battle, and that was my first time rap battling. And part of the reason was I was trying to do a rap battle by just trying to say positive things, and just didn't work out that well, just trying to be positive, but I could have beat that dude. And then the second rap battle, I did a rap battle in Oakland at Tourette's Without Regrets, and that's kind of like that was a really scary rap battle, where it's like really the best rappers from the Bay Area of California go to that one. A lot of big rappers from Grind Time and just different rappers like Saurus and other big rappers battle rap at that one. And with that one, I beat the first guy, and I lost to the second guy. He was a guy who's kind of rapping like E40, and I was just scared. And he beat me. He was like, he's kind of rapped like E40, and he won. And yeah, I was just really scared. I went there by myself, and it was kind of like a scary experience. So those are the two rap battles. And the other thing I did was like a slam poetry competition, where I used one of the raps I had written to do a slam poetry competition, and I got second place for my first time ever doing a slam poetry competition in that competition, and I lost to the number one slam poet in the nation. So I don't feel that bad about it, but I got second place to the number one slam poet in the nation at the time. My school, UC Berkeley, was the number one slam poet team during that year. I think it was like 2002, 2003, where we won the nationals. So there's a lot of slam poets in that competition, and I did pretty well, so I was pretty happy with that. But anyway, we're going to talk about two different types of rap battles. And the first type of rap battle is just a freestyle rap battle, where you're not really battling one-on-one, where you're just kind of showing off your skill at rapping off the top of your head. And those are really fun battles. I actually prefer those type of battles where you're just kind of, they'll put a box of different random things, and you have to rap about it. They'll have the audience give the people words, and they have to rap about that. They'll just have to rap off the top of their head. They'll pick a subject, and each rapper will have to rap off the top of their head, and then the audience will just kind of scream and decide who wins. Those rap battles are fun because you can't write anything down, can't prepare at all. It's just a showing of pure rap skill, pure freestyle skill, and that's really cool. And the second type of rap battle is just battling one-on-one, where you have time to prepare for the rap battle. And those are the battles you'll see a lot, the Grind Time and King of the Dot, where those rappers get 2 weeks, or usually 2 weeks, to prepare, just write out a bunch of stuff. And those are pretty much all written. They might have some elements of freestyle in between. If they mess up, they'll have to kind of rely on freestyling, but those are mostly 100% all written, all planned out. So the key thing with any type of battle is, even if it's freestyle or if you're going to write, the number one thing you want to avoid is just winging it. The key to preparing for rap battles is to prepare, to practice. And so I'm going to talk about two different ways of preparing. So I'm going to tell you how to prepare for the freestyle battles. Right after that, then we're going to talk about how to prepare for the one-on-one rap battles. Like if you're trying to battle someone at your school, trying to battle someone at your work, okay? So the first type of battle is the freestyle battle. And the way to prepare for that one is actually to, you could practice rapping about things around you, talk about what you think, how you feel, what you imagine about those things, and just kind of force yourself to just freestyle for at least a minute, and then try to push yourself, try to go to 2 minutes, and try to go to 3 minutes. And then by that time, you'll be able to freestyle for as long as you can about anything. And the key to just keep going, I've talked about this in another video, is just think about what you feel about what's around you, describe it, exactly what it looks like, and what it reminds you of. Like, what do you think of when you see it? And maybe you take your imagination and imagine crazy things like dragons and magic and all kinds of fantasy stuff around the objects around you, and that'll give you limitless things to talk about. And then another way to prepare for a freestyle battle is just have someone put a bunch of things in a box, and then you go and you start rapping, and you pull out things in the box, and you just incorporate all those things in the box in your freestyle. Just kind of pull out random objects and just incorporate those in your freestyle. You can have people give you words. You can use word generators like RapPad, or different kind of word generators that come out. There's a lot of different websites you can use to have word generators, and just practice like that. And just the key is just practicing a lot, and that's how you're going to prepare, just learning how to freestyle. I have a course to teach you how to freestyle below, but I'll talk more about that later. What helped me a lot prepare for one-on-one type of battles is having a little brother. Like, when I learned how to freestyle rap, I kind of taught my brother how to freestyle rap, and then we would always rap back and forth and kind of just talk shit to each other. My brother would have punchlines, and he would talk to me, and I'd talk to him, and we just, while we were driving, we'd put on beats and just rap back and forth with each other. And that's really probably the best practice that I got. So if you could find someone to practice with, just kind of freestyle battling, that's a really great way to practice kind of battling someone and trying to tear someone down and talking about all their insecurities and talking about stuff that you know that they don't think you know, try to expose their secrets, in a funny way. One thing that you want to avoid, you don't really want to talk about racial issues, especially in a more public rap battle. I think that's the kind of the taboo thing. And because you're relying on audience participation, I mean, some people will talk about racial things, but that's the one thing I don't recommend doing, is talking about racial things, because most of your audience won't like that. It's just kind of bad vibes. Instead of focusing on racial stuff, I would focus on character, try to expose some truth about that person, and just try to say things about that person, maybe that their physical appearance, but not race. Like in the Eminem movie, you could talk about like what school they went to, or just making fun of something. I would try to avoid race. So now we're going to talk about a little more about how to prepare for a one-on-one type of battle. And the way to do that is to think about where you're going to be battling, who you're going to be battling, what city it's in, what rappers are popular in that area, trying to think about what your audience is aware of. The more you know about the person you're battling, the better. And usually with like King of the Dot style battles, or if you're going to battle someone at school, you know them, you usually have like a week, maybe you'll have one day to prepare for a battle. But with those kind of things, you can take your time and just write out all the stuff that you know about them. And maybe they're trying to copy a certain rapper, you can mention that. Maybe they're trying to totally copy a rapper, you can make fun of them for trying to copy a certain rapper in their area. Like the dude I battled in Oakland, he was trying to rap like E40, he's from Oakland, and I could have talked shit to him about rapping like E40. He was wearing a jacket that had a bunch of hair on it, and it made him look like a big bear. It had like a fur all around his jacket, and I could have made fun of him about looking like a bear. The only thing I don't like about battles is that it trains your mind to think negatively about people. When I'm trying to like more focus on being positive, but there's so much negativity in the world, it's hard. But anyways, if you're gonna rap battle, you're probably gonna be talking negatively about people. So usually you'll come up with the best lines after the fact, but hopefully if you have enough preparation, you'll be prepared. So again, the key is just preparation. You want to think about where the rapper's from, what rappers are popular in that area, what do they look like, what do they typically dress like, and just the more you know about that person, the better. The last cool thing you can do to prepare for a rap battle is to go on Google Images and search for the different type of rappers. Like pretty much at every battle, there's certain types of people that'll be there. There'll be like a nerdy white kid who kind of looks like Harry Potter. Like in my area at least, there's gonna be like a nerdy white kid. There's gonna be like a Asian kind of gangster kid. There's gonna be like a gangster black guy. There's gonna be like a white trash dude who just thinks he can rap. He's really confident in his rap, but he can't rap at all. There's gonna be the hipster rapper, which I guess is kind of more like me, who thinks he's clever, but who knows? And there's always this different types of rapper. And so what I would do is go on Google and Google search different images of these different people. Like, so I would Google search nerdy white kid. I would Google search, gangster kid. I would Google search thug guy. I would Google search a white trash person, and then have all these images up and spend time rapping about each of these images. Spend time rapping about each person. So you'll have these images. So you have a image of a dude, like a nerdy guy, kind of looks like Harry Potter. So what you want to do is come up with 3 things to say about this person. And those 3 things are going to be your punchlines. So maybe he's wearing a purple shirt, maybe he's wearing glasses, and maybe he has a stutter. Okay? So those 3 words will be your end rhymes. So you can be like, looking at your face, I could tell you missed no classes. You look real nerdy with those big ass glasses. Something like that. And then the stutter, you can be like, oh my God, I just slept with your mother. She didn't mind, she's mad about your stutter. I don't know, something like that. So you have those images, you pick 3 things about each of those people. Like the Harry Potter guy, you could talk about his glasses, you could talk about, maybe he has a stutter, you can talk about his like purple shirt. And then those things will be your punchline, and then your setup line will just be like anything that rhymes with that. It just doesn't really matter. You just set it up, because people mostly just listen to the punchline. So just make sure your punchline is solid. If you're talking about someone's purple shirt, you're just like, oh, you're such a nerd. I seen you eating all the dirt. Or you look hella stupid in your bright purple shirt. Something like that. You could probably think of better lines, stuff like that. And then you just want to go through that with each person. So the key with one-on-one rap battles is preparation. So the more you can prepare yourself, the better. Even though you don't know what kind of people are going to be there, if you just think about, try to imagine different types of people, like maybe a nerdy guy, you know, a thug guy, a white trash guy, a stupid guy, like an overconfident guy, and just try to Google those different types of people and practice battling each one of those, like looking at the image and just practice battling that image. That will really prepare you, and that'll kind of get your battle muscle ready for like a real life battle. And then after you've done all that practicing, again, what I would really recommend doing is trying to find someone that you can battle with one-on-one, like just for fun, like a friend that you trust, where you know you're not going to hurt their feelings, they're not going to hurt your feelings, you guys know each other, you trust each other, and just try to find someone you can battle with one-on-one, just back and forth. And that's a really good way to do it. And if you notice, both of the ways of battling require kind of a lot of freestyling, because even with the written type of battles where you have time to prepare, you kind of can use freestyling to help you write, get into a rhythm, get into a flow. And also with the freestyle battle, it's like all freestyle. So freestyling will really help you with rap battling. If you get stuck, you'll be able to freestyle through the parts, because you don't want to ever just stop. If you stop in the middle of a rap battle, you go, oh, I messed up, or go, anything, you just lost the audience, and that's like a big kind of no-no. It's kind of a big fail. So learning how to freestyle is really important. And if you want to learn more about how to freestyle, like a guaranteed way to learn how to freestyle, you can visit the link below in the description. I'll have a link to my course that just kind of guarantees you how to freestyle. And not only that, we have a group that if you don't have anyone to freestyle with, we have a group that you can freestyle with. We have people who battle each other, who, you know, post their freestyles and post their practice stuff like that. And so we have a really supportive group where you can learn to freestyle and learn how to battle in a safe place. So that's below. Thanks. Let me know what you thought of these rap tips. If you need anything to be clarified, just let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to help you guys out with that. Again, I'll just do a quick recap. You want to avoid just winging it. Make sure you're prepared. The second thing is, for freestyle battles, just practice freestyling about things around you. Just always practice freestyling, you know, about objects, and, you know, have one of your friends put a lot of things in a box. And then for one-on-one rap battles where you have 2 weeks, just think about everything you can think about that person. Try to plan out, you know, all their weaknesses, maybe stuff that people don't know about them. And you might even be able to just make up some stuff, some embarrassing stuff about them, and just put them on blast like that, about how you hooked up with his girlfriend or his boyfriend or anything, or just anything like that, his mother, you know, stuff like that. Keep it funny. Try to avoid being racist, and you should be good. But the best thing you can do is find a friend that you could practice battling with, where you could practice destroying a friend, just destroying them as hard as possible and coming up with punchlines. And remember, with punchlines, the last line is the most important line with punchlines, all right? Here's one more kind of pro tip. If you're doing just like a regular freestyle rap battle, a good thing to do is, if they give you a word, and you don't mention the word right away, wait to the second or fourth line to start throwing in the words there. Like, let's say they give you the word hat, okay? So instead of saying hat, I'm about to get my bat. So use the word like on the second line. I'm about to go pick up my bat, looking at your head, about to knock off your hat. Then you can just use it on the second line, or you can even do it on the fourth line, where you can go, I'm about to hit you with my bat. I hate the way you look at me like you are a cat. I don't really like you, I think that you are fat. I'ma hit you in the head and knock off your hat. Anyway, I hope you like those tips, and I will see you in future videos. Let me know what you think in the comments. Bye.